Hey everybody, my name is Sean Kennedy, and I'll be your history instructor for this semester. So this orientation is directed at both my Summer 1 students and also my Summer 3 students. So Summer 1 is from June June 2nd, I believe, to July 3rd, and Summer 3 ends in August 8th, I believe. August 8th or August 9th. Let me see what it's. I got a poster here. Nope, August 8th. So that's when summer 3 ends. So this is directed at both groups of students. Um, Purpose of this orientation is just to make sure that you understand the expectations, which is critical in an online course, especially one that is accelerated to the extent that a summer course is. Um, so the sooner you are made aware of the expectations and fully understand them, the sooner you guys can get busy with work and can do what you need to do to succeed in this course. So what I want to do in this video is I'm going to go over just the basic orientation of where things are located, and I'm going to go over the syllabus. Now, in this one, I'm going to just go over the Summer 1 syllabus. So if you're in my Summer 3 class, um, basically the same things apply, it's just the dates are different, right? And basically Summer 3 is you're going to have more time to complete this. So the benefit of Summer 1 is you get done sooner, but the con of Summer 1 is that you really need to um, forget about even the option of putting things off, of procrastination. Summer 3, the benefit is you have more time, but the con for that is that um, it takes longer to get through it. Okay, so let's go through just the basic um, uh, navigation of how the course is set up. And what I highly recommend you do is just take about 3 to 5 minutes and just click around things. Right? Just click things. You're not going to break anything. You're not going to accidentally push something and it's going to automatically give you an F for the semester. So just do it. Just go around and go, okay, I wonder what this is, where this goes, just so you get familiar with it. Kind of treat it as a house you've never been in before, and so you just kind of want to look around and get a layout of the place. So with that said, let me give you a guided tour. If you haven't done this already, you want to click the syllabus and print it out. Print it out and put it somewhere where you're going to be able to see it on a consistent basis. The other thing, if you have not done this already, real important if you haven't done this already, is you want to download the Lockdown browser. So you just click here, install, and it should be quite simple to do. If you have any problems whatsoever with this, the phone number you want to call is, let's go back here, is right here, 872-2598. That's the phone number for the Distance Education Department, or you can email them. I would recommend calling them up. If you have, if it's even better is actually to come to the Pecan campus and go to their office. But you could probably get most of what you need done through a phone call. If you have any problems, technical problems at all with anything in this course, that's the number you want to call. You could ask me about technical problems, but 9 times out of 10, I won't know what's going on with your computer. Those folks at Distance Education are very helpful, and they will have an idea of what you need to probably click or upload or update or whatever the case may be. So first thing you want to do is make sure you have the Lockdown browser. The Lockdown browser is the software you need in order to take any exam in this course. So if you don't have that, you can't take an exam, and consequently you won't be able to pass the course. You won't be able to be successful in this course. So first things first, do that if you have not done that already. And the Lockdown browser, for those with a PC, it should automatically download onto your desktop, and the icon, the little app symbol, will be a padlock looking thing. Let's see if I have one in my. There we go. So this is what Lockdown Browser will look like. And what you'll do is you will, when you're ready to take an exam, you'll click this and you will, I'm not going to do anything here, I'm actually going to close it out. But normally it will ask you, you'll click continue. If I click continue, it'll close out all my other windows. And then you click, and then you just log into Blackboard from there, and then you just go to the exam when you're ready to take it. Now, when you take the exam, there might be a window that says something to the effect of, if you have a password, please log in. You don't need a password, so just click continue. If you are trying to click begin and it's asking for a password and it's not doing anything, that means you're not in the Lockdown browser. So you need to get in the Lockdown browser. So you cannot take an exam, in other words, in Mozilla, in Internet Explorer, in Chrome, or Safari. You have to take it through the Lockdown browser. Again, if you have any problems with that, you need to call Distance Education. Okay, so basically the class is laid out by, in my summer 1 by weeks. In summer 3 it's laid out in units. In summer 1 it's laid out in weeks. So just a difference in terms here. But regardless, you will notice that they each have dates, right? So summer 1's it's week by week, and summer 2 it's the units are divided up by 2-week increments. In summer 1 it's by week. So click here, week 1, and they're basically laid out all the same. So you'll have an exam right here with the respected expiration date, and then you'll have a taking sides essay with a respected due date listed there. Right. Again, for summer 3 students, it's going to be different, so make sure that you're viewing that in the correct spot from your end. Each week will come with a content link, which takes you to the course website. So click here. And here is basically the layout of the course as far as content is concerned. You don't need a textbook for this course. All the assigned lectures and readings are all located in your appropriate link here. So you'll notice a couple of things. Each week will come with a study guide. Print that out immediately. So let's click that and see how much fun this is. It comes with identifications and it comes with essay questions. I'm going to go over this in a little bit more detail when it comes to the how to succeed when taking an exam in this course. But just so you know, print this out and have it nearby you, so when you're going through the lectures, when you're going through the reading material, you have this handy. All right, let's go back. Basically, the weeks or the units are divided up into 2 parts: lectures and taking side articles. Right, so you're going to go through each lecture link, and most of the lecture links are going to be associated with a essay question. All right, so let's click the first one, the Age of Expansion and Conquest. And so it comes with a essay prompt, as it lists right there. Discuss the age of expansion and conquest in its various stages of development. In your discussion, give examples of each phase of its development and show what motivating forces were that finally induced England into colonization. So that's the essay prompt. Now, to respond to that essay prompt, the content is divided up into, for this particular essay, into 3 sections called learning objectives. Right, so learning objective 1, learning objective 2, and learning objective 3. This is how all of the lectures will be laid out, right? Some might be just 2 learning objectives. Some might be as long as 6 learning objectives. I think 6 is the longest one, and that might be the Constitution, right? So what you need to do to respond to this essay prompt, right, is to go through the learning objectives. Each learning objective comes with a very specific or peripheral parameter in response to the essay question. So basically, how you respond to that is go through the learning objectives, right? So and the learning objectives, when you're writing your essay, will basically constitute a paragraph or 2, right? Sometimes up to 3, but usually 1 or 2. And generally, what does a paragraph mean? It means a connected set of sentences that usually amount to 4 to 6 sentences apiece, right, with an intro and a conclusion. So the first learning objective is going to ask you, or is going to direct you to be able to define the age of expansion and explain how, why, and when it developed. To respond to this, you simply click play.
All right, great.
And away you go. Now for this most of the, not all, but for most of the lectures, it also comes associated with PowerPoints and notes. I highly recommend printing those out and having them along with you. For the notes, go through the notes, and anything that's hyperlinked, I would pay close attention to that. Not always, but usually the hyperlinked items will be fodder for identifications. And I'll talk about what identifications are when we get to the exams. Okay, so that's basically the layout for each week. Right, you've got lectures and then you have taking sides. I'll talk more about what the taking sides essay when we get to how to succeed on the taking sides essay segment of the orientation. But basically for now, you just need to know you need to choose one to read. And usually these are anywhere from 12 to a real big one might be up to 30 pages. So expect on any given week to be reading anywhere from 12 to 30 pages. So not too much, but it's something that you want to keep in mind, and it's something you don't want to put off to the last minute, because the reading is not particularly difficult, but it requires conscious attention to get through it. And I'll talk about how to succeed at that when we get to that particular video. So when you're done with week one's content, then you're ready to do one of two things. You are ready to take the exam. So take the exam, and the exam will be, as it states, they'll always have a description. For exam 1, you will have to respond to 5 identifications, and again, I'll go into detail of what that is in the next video. And you will respond to 2 essay prompts. So you will respond to 2 of the essay prompts found within these lectures. There's actually not an essay prompt found in here. This just gives you information on some of the identifications that are within the study guide. Okay, I think with that, and basically that's how it works. That's how it works for all of these. Week 2, week 3, week 4, and finally the one we'll be waiting for, week 5, right? And so from Blackboard, when you're done with week 1 and you've submitted your taking sides essay, this is where you'll submit your taking sides essay for my Summer 1 students. It expires June 8th, 11:59. You will click here, right, and just upload your taking sides essay from your hard drive or your flash drive. Let's go through the syllabus and briefly, and this will get us through the first video. Okay, contact information. You'll find all my contact information right here. Now, a word about contacting me. Calling my office will not be very practical for you, so please don't do that. I won't get your phone call because it will not be in my office. Email me. My email is located within this link, so email me. And if we do need to talk on the phone, absolutely we can talk on the phone. But usually when a student emails me, it's something that can be resolved fairly quickly just over email. They just have a question about where something's located, or they might have a very simple question dealing with content or whatnot. But if it is a complicated question, you really need a little bit of direction, some guidance dealing with the content of the course, absolutely, we will make arrangements for a phone conversation. But the first way to initiate contact with me, you'll want to do it with email. Do it to the email. The email address provided is a Gmail address, Robert Kennedy History Teacher at Gmail. It'll pop up on my phone, and 9 times out of 10, I will get back to you within an hour, right? Maybe even less. Usually a lot less than that. If I do not get back to you within a day, right? Maybe even 12 hours. Don't hesitate to email me again, right? I won't find it rude. I won't find you being pushy. It's your class, it's your education. So don't hesitate to bother me, right? That's what I'm being paid for, so bother away. Um, so yeah, go ahead and do that because what happens sometimes, not most often than not, nothing goes wrong when you email me, but a couple of things could happen. One, your email just didn't go through and I didn't get it. That's very rarely happens, but it sometimes happens. Uh, Two, I've got like 30 emails in one day, and yours got lost in the shuffle. I didn't see it. Right, so email me again if I don't get back to you within a half a day or a day. The third thing is I meant to get back to you and I just didn't. Right? So definitely email me back if I'm not getting back to you within a half a day to a day. Definitely after a day if I haven't gotten back to you. You don't even have to apologize. You don't have to say, hey, just email me back. You can just forward me what you had written before, right? So, because it's never my intention to ignore my students. I take your success very seriously. And so my job is to facilitate your ability to succeed. Ultimately, the choice is up to you, obviously, but my role here is to make sure that I provide a very clear and direct pathway for that success for you. Okay, um, if you haven't gathered this, there is no textbook to purchase. So if you happen to have bought one, take it back. And let's see here. A note on plagiarism. I will have a video for you to watch and several questions to answer regarding this. But don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I do not mess around when it comes to plagiarism. I do not mess around. You will earn an F for the semester if you plagiarize in any degree. Right? You will, no questions asked, right? I will inform you that you have been indicted in a plagiarism issue, and that's about it. And then you will earn an F for the semester. It's just too pervasive for me to give any wiggle room to students. Most students don't plagiarize, which is good news, but a significant minority of students do, and it causes all sorts of problems. So just don't do it. It's better to turn something in that is, going to earn you a C or a D than rather turning something in that is unbelievably easy to detect. Right? So easy to detect. Uh, so don't do it, and earn an F for the semester. Right? Okay. So enough of that. But there is a video for you to watch that will go into detail about exactly what plagiarism is and what the consequences are. Okay, so again, for summer 3, the due dates are going to be different, students. The due dates are going to be different, but basically it's the same layout as summer 1 students. But this is coming directly from the summer 1 syllabus. So for summer 3 students, make sure you're looking at your syllabus. Again, the due dates will be different. So you'll notice basically there are mostly to what this class is are exams and submitting taking sides essays. So just be very aware of when the due dates are, and you will not go wrong, right? Print this out. Print this out and paste it somewhere on your refrigerator, at your desk, somewhere where you will see it on a consistent basis. If you're in the habit of keeping a calendar on your iPhone or your smartphone or whatever kind of phone you have, do that right now, right? And so you get little reminders of when things are due, right? You do not want to put things off. Procrastination is not an option if you wish to succeed. I mean, it's absolutely an option. You can procrastinate all you want, right? But if your intention is to succeed, and I'm sure your intention is to succeed, otherwise, why would you be here? Don't procrastinate. Get on it right now. You have an orientation exam that for both summer 1 and summer 3 students expires June 4th, right? There is no extension for this, and you will not pass this course unless you submit this. right? It is 5% of your grade, but if you do not submit it successfully, which means to submit it successfully means that you're going to earn 100% on this. You can take it as many times as you need to, but you have to earn 100% on it. So June 4th, it is ultimately due. And once you're done with that, immediately start working on the rest of it, beginning with the exam or taking sides essay. All right, that is it for now. I'll go into further detail regarding taking sides, the exams, issues dealing with plagiarism in other videos posted either to the side of me or below. Anyway, take care.